Peace and blessings of Aquaba right here in the city of Manchester, UK. We need the support. Come support this amazing movement. All things Africa, all day for you, all year, bringing to you the best of ourselves, the best of our clothing, the best of our culture. Please support All Things Africa. By supporting All Things Africa, you're supporting to feed a family in the entire continent of Africa. So I encourage you, kings and queens, brothers and sisters all over the world, All Things Africa. Out here, we give it to you everything. We give it to you a beautiful design of clothes. We give it to you beautiful accessories. We give it to you absolutely everything. But we need your support. We need your help to come together in unity to promote the best of ourselves. And All Things Africa has been doing every year right here in the UK. But one more time, shout out to the queen, the amazing queen, Hamida Ramadani. She's been doing. So that's why, kings, it is about time to count on you to help take All Things Africa to the next level. Next level. Because this is not about locally, it's about global movement to promote our culture. All Things Africa, all day, forever. One love, Black Power, Alpha Quabble, Black Love, and Black Pride.
Hello, lovely ladies. I'm here to show you an array of different wrappers that you can use called sarongs, and this is called the in-law emergency equipment that you must have in the home. This is a must-have. If you don't have one, you have to have one. It's very important, quick, easy, and efficient. We will have a little example, as you can see, this one that I've got on now that I'm priding myself with. You know, at home you want to dress as comfortable as you feel, but now when you hear the knock on the door and you see the in-laws through the people, these are your best friends, the must-have in the home. Quick wrap over, tie on your side, and you are good to go. You are covered. We have an array of different sarongs here that I'll take you to my basket here. I will show you. We'll begin by this wide, beautiful one here. So which you can wear it whichever way you want. So to cover up, to protect yourself, when the in-laws come, you've got yourself covered. All Things African will give you what you need to equip yourself for the in-law visit. You can wear them as well as a chiffon during the winter time to cover yourself against the cold. Remember, winter's knocking at the door. Here you go. You're nicely covered, warm, wrapped up with your lovely coat on. You are sorted with All Things African. Remember, All Things African, where you will get your wrappers, the ones that you need. They come in different colors, so don't be mistaken. Come and have a look. What takes your pick? Maybe you might be a leopard print woman. You love the leopards, the yellows, the beautiful colors. These are vibrant colors. Because we're African, we go for the colors that make us feel alive. And now we've got another color that I love to show you, the orange, the beautiful orange. Again with the same, so you can have the leopard print as well in orange as well. For those who might not be keen on yellow, you've got it in orange. We have got your color in what you want. I will show you another color that we've got here, the greens. For those who love green, nature brings you closer to nature. This is all found at All Things African. Green is beautiful. Green is grounding. Green is who you want to be. So come and get your wrapper at All Things African. We have got orange and blue. We don't just make them in one color. We love to mix and match the colors, so it shows the vibrancy that we have got in us. So ensure you've got your wrappers, the colors that you need, that will cover you in a time of need. Then we have got the other orange Now this orange comes in a different kind of design. So we have got the giraffes on this one. I'll just open it up for you to see the beautiful giraffes on this one. Orange is my color. Orange is how I go. Orange is my rolling method, and it is my danger color. So when you wear this wrapper and you protect yourself, you cover yourself, you're sorted. Believe me, this equipment is a necessity in the home. Then you've got, for those who love the brown colors, we are all also for brown. We never go away without our brown colors, especially if you have to cook for many people in the home and you don't want any kind of stain that shows because you've been using the wrapper all day. These are your colors that you go for. Your browns, when you wear them, they're so vibrant. You can wear them with anything, mix them up, do what you need to do. Be vibrant, be who you are with the colors, all that you can find at All Things African. Choose your colors. We have the blue wrappers. So I'm going to show you an array of different ones. This one's like a cream kind of wrapper. This is amazing color. Now look at that. Who wouldn't want to have this? For all
I just want to say thank you so much for the support that we get from you guys. Continue supporting us, and we would also like to express our biggest gratitude to All Things African by Hamida. She's been our biggest support. She's been supporting our work and everything. We look forward to doing more business with you. Thank you so much. All the way from South Africa. Hello.
Hello to all of my friends all across the world, wherever you might be this afternoon on this Wednesday evening, 6:30 UK time. Well, it's 6:37 now. Ladies and gentlemen, I have my camera off this evening because I have the flu. Yes, guys, I'm over here, nose all runny, eyes runny. I'm here with a huge towel, actually. So if you hear me in the background, I humbly apologize, guys. And also, as you could imagine, I'm not going to be on for too long today. But I didn't want to disappoint you guys. So, to everyone, wherever you might be watching from all across the world, I would like to say a very special hello to you guys. Okay, so on tonight's show, guys, I wanted to show just a couple of photos, a couple of images that I found scrolling across Facebook and scrolling across the internet, looking at Africa and seeing what Africa looks like in today compared to what I thought Africa might have looked like growing up back in the Caribbean. Now, for those of you who don't know, I am actually from Trinidad and Tobago in the Caribbean. I've lived just over 5 years in the United States. I've lived just over 6 years in Europe, but I've never lived in Africa before. So I'm still on a journey learning a lot about Africa, my dear friends. And in tonight's show, I would like to show some images coming out from Egypt. Now, before I show these images, I would like to apologize because in creating the slideshows, my images they got mixed up, so it's not in the order that I would like it to be. And also, just a disclaimer, I don't own the copyrights to any of these images. I found these images on various Facebook groups that promote and support all things, things that are from Africa, and just everything Africa, just basically like our name, All Things African. I was about to say All Things African, but then you guys would think it was from our group. So, from various groups that I've collected these, but the images, they are in the public domain. And, once the images is on Facebook, for educational purposes, that is the reason that I'm going to share these images tonight. Okay, so now, growing up, I heard a lot about Egypt. I heard about the pyramids and the Sphinx and so forth. You heard about the stories from the Bible and so forth, But I just thought Egypt to be, just this dry, harsh desert, and that there was nothing good to go and to see in Egypt. I thought that the infrastructure and that the buildings that they had there, it would not have been up to par until I started to research for myself. And this is what I started to see in Egypt. So, my apologies again. The photos, they are um, not in the correct order. But however, what we are looking at here right now is that just a few years ago, about 6 or 7 years ago, this area used to be some of the worst slums in Egypt. And you can see in this clip here, they are actually teaching the residents how to make some beaded products similar to some of the products that we might sell here at All Things African. Um, so this is what the slums used to look like. And this is the exact same area today. So this was the slums. This is what they've done with it. So you can see 2017. This is what it looked like. And then just a few years later, 4 years later, in 2021, that was the construction, and they have completely transformed. I mean, look at this rail track and look at this tower. Look at these towers here. So when you think of Africa and you think of underdeveloped and you think of lack of infrastructure, and to be honest, guys, like I didn't know. I used to think that Africans were living in the bush, in caves, in the forest, in the jungle. I thought that they were running wild because that is what I was taught in the West. I wasn't taught anything good about Africa. I thought that all of Africa was refugees and that Africa was starving because that is the narrative that was pushed to me. So, therefore, it is an honor and a privilege for me to come and find images like these coming out of Africa, and I would love to share them with you. So, we're going to embark on a journey, my friends. We're going to embark on a journey and we're going to see what Africa really looks like on this show, the Ravello show, here across All Things African channel. We are going to explore the continent of Africa. We started in Cairo tonight. Next week, we'll go to Cape. Then we'll go to Nigeria. Then we'll go to Kenya. Then we'll go to Mozambique. Then we will go to Angola. We'll go to Sierra Leone. We'll go to the Gambia. We'll go to Tanzania. We'll go to Rwanda. We'll go to Burundi. We would go to all of the African countries. And we would see with our own eyes, from our own narrative, what Africa really looks like. And I wanted to start with Egypt because one of my dear friends, he just went to Egypt on vacation, and I'm waiting for him to come back and tell me what the experience was like. So hopefully we could have him on this show, and he could tell us a bit about that experience. But I mean, just look at the colossal magnificence, my dear friends, on the continent. I think this is an image here of the Pyramids Library. Sorry, mall, the Pyramids Mall, if I'm not mistaken, that they are building in Egypt. There, it's going to be the biggest mall in Africa at the moment. There's a mall in Kenya, I believe, that holds the title of the biggest mall in Africa. But this mall, under construction in Egypt, it's gonna be the biggest to date. And Africa is on the rise. Africa is growing. So you see Pyramid Mall. It's like an entire city. You know, um, Africa is growing, guys. It's on the rise. You can see some more photos of housing and offices, and just modern buildings, like places of worship. Look at this thing. Look at this development here, ladies and gentlemen. This is what you call performance. This is what you call transformation of a city and of a people and of a mindset of a generation. Egypt has so many projects going on, ladies and gentlemen. I wish I was feeling I didn't have the flu, and I didn't need as much rest as I currently do, because look at this. This was the slums back in 2017. Look at what they have now. But we'll have to do a lot more on Egypt. They're building the largest skyscraper in Africa, in Egypt at the moment. I really want to do just one video on the trains and the transportation infrastructure development in Egypt. This used to be the slums. This used to be the slums. Housing. From this is where the people was living in 2017. I remember when the new Egyptian, or when the current Egyptian president came into office. I'm gonna paraphrase him. I remember him saying something along the lines as, listen guys, I can't promise you good times ahead. I'm going to do my best, and I'm going to work hard, and I'm going to work for everyone. And what this president has been able to do across Egypt, it's just been completely applause worthy, my dear friends. This is Egypt. I know when you think about Egypt, you just think about the desert and the pyramids of Giza, and the Sphinx and so forth. You don't think of a modern day Egypt. You think of an Egypt from 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 years ago, and you're so disconnected, that, you know what, if you're looking for a new utopia, if you're looking for somewhere to go and to migrate as a tech worker or something, here is Egypt. This is what it was. This is what they've transformed it into. My dear friends, this is performance. This is performance. Let's see what else we have here. Seems to be the same images here. So this building that they're building here, this is gonna be one of the buildings in the new capital, Egypt. They're rebuilding their capital. They're actually rebuilding all just about all of the capital cities across Egypt simultaneously. They've invested billions and billions and billions of dollars in the Egyptian infrastructure, and this building as well, it's going to be part of the new capital building there in Egypt, the new capital city. Here we go again, another magnificent structure under construction in the new capital city, and yet another one. Oh my gosh, ladies and gentlemen, like, Africa is the place to be. I tell you guys, Africa is the future. Africa not only is the future, it's the now. Because listen, if you don't get in Africa now, if you don't go to Africa now and establish yourself now, then it's going to be way almost impossible for you to do it financially in the upcoming years, because Africa is about to realize what it is truly and honestly worth, and they're about to come on the stage as global players. And then after, for the descendants of the enslaved, the formerly enslaved Africans like myself, if you don't go back to Africa now and get your claim, oh my gosh, I'm telling you guys, it's not gonna be the same in a couple of years. Take my word for it. Look at what Africa is becoming. Look at the magnificent, technologically advanced, beautiful civilization that Africa is growing into. I mean, we've always been one of the greatest civilizations, and it's fitting that we start with Egypt, because a lot of the information that we know from history of Africa, it's basically we only know a little bit about Egypt. We know Egypt to be one of the greatest dynasties and one of the first superpowers of our known existence. So it's only fitting um, to understand that Egypt just might lead this charge again and just might take back its place on the world stage. I mean, we see what's going on with Europe, we see what's going on with the United States and North America, we see what's going on with the financial system, we see everything that's going on in the world around us today. And ladies and gentlemen, it is not too far-fetched to think that one day in the near future that Egypt would be able to um, will be able to take its rightful place once again. Okay, so in this photo, you could see I took this photo for reference so that you could see. Shout out to Inside Africa. Inside Africa is the page on Facebook that I was able to get these photos from. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was a short look into Egypt. We're gonna do a part 2 of Egypt, showing the trains and the transportation infrastructure and some more of the capital cities that they are rebuilding. There's so many projects to show on Egypt, but next week we're gonna head to another country. Every week we're gonna do a different country, but we will get back to Egypt, my dear friends. So my name is Romel Ravello, and I would like to thank you for taking this time and for spending this short time with me. Usually we would be on about 30 minutes longer, but guys, you could hear I have the flu. I keep muting myself, and I thank you for your understanding. Do have a pleasant evening, and I will see you the next time. Goodbye.